handheld device, if you do have one, you can simply go to tvcarib.com. tvcarib.com. That's on your browser, your Google browser, that is. And when the page comes up, you just press on the icon that says Listen Live. Or you can go to my website, simojournal.com. When you get there, there's a banner that is at the top. Sometimes it just opens real big in front of you because most people who go to the page go for the purpose of being able to get online, and you'll be able to see the faces behind the conversation. All right, with that said, and with that out of the way, I have here with me Diane Felix, whose party or association is in conjunction with the winning party in Guadeloupe, of course, for the most recently held municipal elections. And she's here to talk about it and what it means for her and her movement here on St.Maarten and the people of St.Maarten. So with that said, let me say good afternoon to Madam Diane Felix, who's going to be with me for this full hour. So hey, guess what? Hope you can stay with us.
Good afternoon. I am happy to be with you all today at PJD2.
All right. Okay. Just get as close as you can to that microphone, please, so that you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So there was an election held in Guadeloupe.
Sure.
And,
a big election.
like,
it was the municipality, those that will be mayor of each of their district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what happened is that with a young party, it called Front Ultramarine, that represent the 12 departments in the Caribbean island: Guadeloupe, St.Maarten, Martinique, Mayotte, Guyana, also Reunion, and also France. We has a...
You live at St. Barts. St. Barts is not part of it?
Yeah, St. Barts also, St.Maarten, St. Barts. And also we has the different island that we are young party that put up young people to run for election. That's what we do. And we also have members that join our party, that once you join, you could be analyst. So I, as a member and founder, I gonna run also in Guadeloupe, but not also run in St.Maarten.
So what happened in Guadeloupe then
Well,
has nothing to do with here
no,
for the
because
moment.
we are collectivity.
Okay.
But we also link to work together because their situation also resemble our fight, our cry in our situation. In the sense that the Guadeloupe got water problem, we also has water issues too. Guadeloupe also have sargassum, we also have sargassum problem too. So on the election campaign, it was those that was, some of them was first time, some of them also was there before with more experience, and we have the list of those that take part and the seats that they has gained. So we have Madam Nicole Ramasamy. She was for Lamantin district. She had 0 seat. We also have Capister below. Mr. Randini Hugues Philippe, he get 4 seats. We have Maunalo. Mr. George Herman, he get 1 seat. And Pointe-à-Pitre, we has Mrs. Jarik Sandra. She get 2 seats. Saint Louis Marie Gallant, that's an island outside of Guadeloupe. She also get 2 seats. And Anse Bertrand, 0 seat. Katia Bemao, Sylvie Chamogon get 2 seats. Sainte-Anne, Diana, and get 6 seats. Mm-hmm. And total, we receive about 18 seats. So the motive was that we get a lot of old heads and put in the young one, that they also are competent and motivated to do an excellent work with the people.
Mm-hmm. But what is striking me is, what does that mean for St.Maarten? This was about Guadeloupe, and St.Maarten is its own collectivity.
So St.Maarten has their own party, which is, I am the leader in St.Maarten. And in St.Maarten, we will be linked to work together on different files. For example, there's certain St. Martiners live in Guadeloupe, and there are certain St. Martiners live around the Caribbean island, Martinique, France also. If anyone passed away, our political party could bring back the body. We could pay for it and bring back. We could also assist them with administration situation, also with justice. If anyone get locked up, we could also have the lawyers to intervene to, because we stand for injustice, to able to help our St. Martiners that is having different issues in these Caribbean islands. It could be medical, it could be administration, it could be justice, it could be advice too. And also, once they join our party, you pay €60 for the year, you sign up in our party, we will be taking different steps. For example, the young people, we has help for them. Once they join the party, wherever they are, we give a total of €10,000 by training them for their business and also giving them legal advice. They has to be trained and also they will receive the money once the project that they were presenting has meaning for the island and also development. So that's what our party does. But I want to send out a big thanks to all of them that take part, because they put in a lot of effort, money and energy. They did a great job. But I want to also thank the people that was cleaning off. I saw it on the media, Facebook, Jack Hill. They did a great job. They had a couple and also other people that visiting, some people that come here every year. I want to thank them because they hear that I launch out on the radio that there has a lot of garbage. People just throwing garbage on the hill when you're coming up after Colby Hill there. And they also have pigs that die there and all type of garbage I see. And the sanitation area there was terrible. So I saw it was done and I really appreciate them. I want to say God bless their heart, soul and spirit and their hands to do a great job. And I want to send out...
Who are they? Because I was
it's
thinking...
the local St. Martiners that went there and clean up. They didn't wait for no one in the government to do it, but they take it up on their own.
And those are the ones you are thanking right now, because you were talking about Guadeloupe and my mind is still trying to listen to you about...
So, no, but I also wanted to mention that. And I also want to send out something too about the war that is happening. Every minute, this continuing life or loss that could never be returned. Listen, not as a soldier, not as a side person, but as a human being. End the violence and let today be the day it stopped, this war that is happening in this world, because it's affecting us also in the Caribbean. The price of gas. Yes.
That's a message for who? Trump.
Yeah, for
because
Trump
he's
cabinet. Yeah.
Anything else?
They're listening and they're paying attention. So with this election that take part in Guadeloupe, my political program and project is to send our young people to Guadeloupe to work the different farms and experience and be certified in agriculture. So now that they are positioned, it will accelerate things to be happening for St.Maarten. And also we could sign agreement and have things done. That's why I really appreciate that we people is there now, that we could have things done for our people and our young people.
What kind of guarantee they give you that they're going to be working in your interest? Because
they know
they're
me.
Guadeloupe.
No, they know me. They know that I also campaign for them and encourage them, and also I was doing the media part for them and also strategize different things that we put in place as a party. We hold one head, one spirit, one mind, and we get things done. And everyone was shocked because it happened. We get to put a short list and with speed together, very motivated. And that campaign happened between 3 to 4 months. Yeah, because we put in the work and we get now the result.
How many communities or municipalities they have in Guadeloupe? How many
they have a lot,
candidates?
Well, they had a lot of different lists. They had people that was there run back, and they also had newcomers and a lot of young people, and also certain people in senior citizen age. So in different district, I did not do the count, but it had
Okay.
a lot of lists that was out. That was impressive. Yeah, because people is getting
But connecting it to St.
tired.
Martin
Yeah.
is just between you, well, your political party and
Hmm.
them, but how much can we really get out of that as
We
from
could
St.
get a
Martin?
lot because here in St. Martin we need a lot of help with Delmore. We has people that is in power in St. Martin. I'm talking about the northern side. But they need a lot of help because there's a lot of things still that they're not listening and they're not taking advice. They're very stubborn on a lot of things that
You're talking about the
um
current administration of the
yes,
collectivity.
because there's certain things that they lack of the know-how and they lack knowledge with certain files. So certain things that they're not developing to the island is because they lack knowledge and the know-how of how to get it done. That's why crippling this island of St. Martin. They only doing their thing, and what Guadeloupe has already been looking into, they have already fight a lot of battle that they could able to handle certain file, especially with the water system, right? We need help with the water. Guadeloupe also facing the same thing, but in different district. So if St. Martin don't know, they have already put in the work, they just have to follow. But everybody think they just big and just doing their own thing, and that's bringing a lack of understanding. You see, they have already fight and put so much things in place and having the island up to date and running. We know certain things is new to we, because right now in Guadeloupe, in Martinique also, which we political parties present, there's young people that get the license to deal with the sargasm. Okay, and we're far from that, and we have to be realistic with it. They get the license so they could able to develop what all could be done with sargasm, and we not themselves have there. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to work together, whether we like it or not. We are one Caribbean black people, must understand one another to able to work together. And what I like with the party that they are very open minded and they see where they could take Guadeloupe, Martinique, and the different Caribbean island to another level. That's why I like. Also, I am talking about politics today because there's a lot of things that is affecting my Caribbean island, St. Martin. As we could see, we have a traffic issue. So the traffic issue, I come up with some solution that could help. So we have real traffic challenges day and night on the island, and I believe that we could create a night zone. What is a night zone? A night zone is able to help the hours between 9 to 5 have those that have big trucks and doing delivery for the hotels and restaurants, have them out there in the night zone working extra hours or have a different group to come in to able to levelate the traffic. Then we could also put cameras on the roundabout because a lot of people do not know how to use the roundabout. And then we need to review also certain people driving license. You know, we are so special in St. Maarten, Windelmo, to know that you could just come here and buy a car and then you could move around and no one checks. So that's bringing a lot of unnecessary traffic and also a lot of people that drive without license and also having rights to own a car on the island of St. Maarten. Then what I observe and I notice, there's not much pedestrian on the dot side marking. People just crossing the road anyhow. So all of that hold up traffic too. And then the bus stop need to be checked in because a lot of buses doesn't stop in the bus stop. They just stop across the road or they just stop on the road. So all that hold up traffic too. Then we have another situation with the traffic on the island. We see that with the bridge, a lot of people do not know the hours of the bridge. So a program and agenda of the bridge need to be known. Then I notice a lot of tourists go to the front side, but they like in a fight because they do not know they could beat the traffic to come back to the boat. So that's another issue that is bringing a big situation on the tourism level. Because when they come, wherever they're visiting for the first time, and they notice that it's a big change, they say, but we are customer coming and we never noticed that it's so much traffic. So now when they take the bus or the taxi, they want to turn back because they're afraid to go to enjoy the time seeing of the traffic situation. So that need to be looked into because that's bringing a downfall for the economy on the French side. And on the French side also, they need to put shutters in Bellevue and Galleys Bay where they could have people park outside of Marigot and have people reach on their appointment on time when you're going to the dentist or the lawyer office or to shop in Marigot. I find Marigot has too much of people working at the different offices and they're not getting no parking because even though you walk there, you park from 9 to 5, you want to come into Marigot, it's still a hold up with the traffic and also with your appointment because you're not reaching there on time. They has to create a better parking system in the capital of Marigot. Not only put a parking system, pay and then after not being controlled, but build a system that you could come in and park like a building and then after you could leave and you will make sure know that you have parking because it don't make no sense going to Marigot and you don't have no parking. So that bring in a big situation and also it bring in another stressful situation on the road. A lot of people on the streets have nowhere to go but just want to be on the street. This is another thing because certain things in Marigot they cannot get. So they must come to the that side. They must end up going to Carsules, must go to Carrefour, and must go to Ace and also Kuiman because Marigot have no type of business to able to cater for that type of clientele. So yeah, I check it out well. The freezers by Super U is always empty. So if you have a restaurant, you must go to Carrefour to shop. But Carrefour also have their things on time, well prepared with the shipping of their goods.
So then it's a matter of choice that people leave the French side.
It's not a matter of choice. You're not getting what you need. A lady tell me for Valentine, she have to prepare things for her customer to come out to eat. And she couldn't find balloons on the French side. She couldn't find different things. So they have to end up going to the dollar shop and shop for their meat and different things that they could not find. So French side becoming like a shortage with food, with goods, also with product and material. Yeah, that's what causing the traffic too. And they need to also develop more business. The young St.Maarten people and the young St.Maarteners that has business need to expand and they need to do a double check. That's the Chamber of Commerce on the French side to see and let people know where you could find things on the French side to shop. Because if everybody got to be running that side, yes, it's a good deal with the price, with the economy, but we also need to know where you could find things also on the French side and good price and have the economy blooming. Then
You sure some of the politicians would agree with that because French side seems to, well, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe they get more value for the euro, for the dollar.
yes,
Why they would make the decision to shop over here rather than
no, but there's certain
not
simple
having it
things you
available.
cannot find.
Okay, I'll take your word for
And
it.
product, for example, a lot of people telling me they must go to the Dutch side to find it because they don't have it on the French side. So these is things that they need to look into and shop, like go around and see and let the people know. That's how work need to be done. They need to value more and put showcase a lot of local businesses because after Yankee closed down, right? They go Grand Maison, that's all Hope Estate.
Yeah.
So it's be shorter for them to go to Colbay, to Koreman, and also Phillipsburg, and to Ace. That's
So
what I
that's
was showing you.
depending on where you
So
live.
Marigo need to have back Yankee or better infrastructure with material. That's what I'm telling you. All of these things causing the traffic because it's a lack of shortage with businesses. And a lot of businesses is keep closing down on the front side. We must see the reality of it. So I was saying that there's another issue that is happening on the island that I would like us to look into.
Before you go to that, are you going to be running for elections on the front side? Because
yes,
you seem to be more connecting yourself to Guadeloupe than St.
not
Maarten.
really. I look into St. Maarten people problems. I am active on the street, on the road, and speaking to the young people. And what the cry that I hear, it's a lot of people not getting house. That's the big cry now on the fence side. And if you get a studio, they rent it for €1,000. And with the cost of living and the wage, the minimum wage that they are working for, they cannot afford it. And if they open an account at the post office, they shut it down because why? You're not putting money and you don't have access with it. And this is things that frustrating the young people on the island. And even though you got money to buy a land or a house, you still can't get the deed of the house, not the permit, because that issue never been fixed and worked into. So I'm very much pretty involved into what's happening on the island. For example, they was telling me there's a law in Thailand. When you go to Thailand, you can only buy an apartment, but you have no rights to buy no house or no land. And these laws also could be looked into for the island of St. Maarten, for the St. Maarten people, to be priority, to be owners of their house and their land on the island. There's another situation that I look very closely. The hotels on the front side is closing. Why? Because there's no development in the area. There's a situation with Marcel, 137 workers will be laid off. Husband and wife work there, local St. Maarten people, but in that area, there's no development. You could have a hotel, you could invest, but you also need to develop the area with businesses that when they go, they could be attractive to stay at the hotel, but also have different things that they could visit, different parks, different cinema, that they could stay in the area and spend the money. So that's another downfall on the front side. And when you check it good, if they close, it's only going to be 2 hotels active on the front side, which is La Samana and Green Gas Beach Club. Because the rest is closed. So that's a big issue. There's no job creating on the front side. And we're going down slowly by surely, and we're not looking good. The young people is frustrated. On the dot side, we're seeing y'all is building in Colbay. There's a big mall coming up. So there will be work for the young people, but not the front side. And then they bring in a battle, because why? If you're not finding work front side, you must find work on the dot side. Because it's one island, one people, which is good. But it is not fair for those on the dot side. So the front side need to boost their economy, boost the work for the young people. Because you see the riot keep rising up in Sandy Ground. Sandy Ground themselves have a training center where they could go and be trained and also get a work. So it's really becoming chaotic.
They have training centers on the front side? If there's none in Sandy Ground, they have any elsewhere?
They have, but like short term, but not long term. Yeah.
But what you single about Sandy Ground?
Because Sandy Ground have nothing for the young people there. The cinema is closed. They do not have no park for the children. They always on the street playing, as you could see, next to the road. But there's no activities going on for them.
Yeah.
You know? So when you look at it, it's like rise of violence that is happening in that area. Because the people that live there, it's what to do. Young people thieving people cars. You go home early. You stay in your house. You feel like locked up. Nothing to do. So the lack of activities in Sandy Ground area. So I'm very pretty much aware what's happening on the island because I speak to them, I visit, I also listen to their feedback as I do also TikTok live, and there's a lot of complaint. Because what happened, they mostly inject money into the plane, but they did not inject money in developing work, jobs, houses for the people to live into.
Would you be expecting any help, or would you be getting any help or promised help from those people who you align with in Guadeloupe when election come around?
100% they will support. Yes, they will support.
They told you that?
Yeah, yeah, they will support. They will even come down and campaign with me and give me the backing. Yeah,
To help get you
in power.
But
yes,
you have to build your base here anyhow, because the political parties, for you to really get in, you have to get 51%, right? 51 plus 1%.
yes.
In
And I
order,
need to get a list of 26 people. With
how is that done? I mean, it ain't far away, you know.
I know. Well, I'm working on my list, and I'm looking for open mind people, competent, and also see the vision that have goodwill and positive motive for this island of St.Maarten, because my political party will be mostly on agriculture, recycling, fishery, because we are starving on this island and the cost of living is too high, and I have very great political program for the electricity and the water. Yeah.
All right, let me take a break. Quickly, I'm speaking with Diane Felix. Of course, from time to time you would hear her. She always make a request to be on here because of the leverage that she probably gets as a result of. But no holds barred. We support as much as we can. Let's take a quick break. This is In the View, or Viewpoint rather, with yours truly. We'll take a break and come back. Okay, welcome back to Viewpoint for today. Today's in fact Thursday rather. Yeah, it is. Getting close to the weekend. This is Holy Week, of course. Coming up to Good Friday. Just a reminder that we won't be here on Good Friday. And Easter Monday as well. So we'll be back on Tuesday, God's willing. And until then, this is your opportunity to at least be informed about what's happening in terms of what is the subject matter of discussion. I'm here with Diane Felix, who were at the start talking about her affiliation with the most recently held municipality elections in Guadeloupe. For some reason, she thinks that with her association, her affiliation with the party that won, how many seats you said won?
18 seats.
18 out of, you don't know how many.
Well, that's what our party gained.
Yeah.
It has
Okay.
some.
You don't know the total.
Seat.
Yeah. If you knew the total, then we would be able to determine how much of a winner it was. Because if they had, let's say, 30-something seats, Guadeloupe is big.
I know.
They have quite some communities.
But we party for the first time. We say it was a win-win for a short time and term, the preparation, that we put a list together and get the serious people.
The municipality winners, they would be part of the legislature in Guadeloupe, or how does that work?
Like, they is the one who say, okay, Marigot, Vincaz, everybody in different district, and they run that district. And they have like the same thing like the collectivity, but they
will be part of the council?
Yes. And
is it safe to call it a council?
To vote to say what they're going to do for Fuentapit, for example.
Yeah.
What they're going to do for Monalo. Each mayor will able to say, okay, we need light, they're going to vote a budget and have workers, just like the collectivity.
Okay.
And able to develop the area.
So you're taking a pattern from them as to what they're doing for you to probably use it here, or?
Well, we will be having an office space. We'll be renting, and people will come, handicap, senior citizen, young people could come to the office and sign up, and then listen to the St.Maarten people issue that we could able to hear them out, work with them, because we're putting things in place gradually in all the islands. And we also have ear that we are listening to know what is the aches of our people, to be close to them. We're not only getting in power to be in power, but we doing the work before reaching power to able to get close to the people, to hear the people cry. Because in St.Maarten, there's a lot of things that happening, and a lot of people need assistance, not only financially, but advice and also guidance. And we have the people that is in different commission bracket that is competent to able to lead them in certain ways. You know, in St.Maarten, we have a lot of young people that recently now in Guadeloupe, right? And they are St.Maarteners, young men and women. They in jail. We never, as St.Maarteners, put nothing in place for them. So once they get locked up, they reach Guadeloupe. There's no service on the island, and that's a shame and disgrace to know that they can't get in touch with their family, only through a lawyer. And only if you buy a ticket from St.Maarten and go up and see them. And I find that's not fair, because all who was there in power, they're not thinking of the young people. I find that they should have a foundation able to bring the information to the family and see what is the St.Maarteners need, that when they come back, they don't be on the street or forgotten. And a lot of them is in Guadeloupe. They have no housing. They have no place to stay. They have no type of means to survive, because the time you come out and you get back on track, you do your paperwork to get a little aid from the government. It's a process. So I find that who is in power right now and those who was there need to look into that. Because it's our people as St.Maarten that filling up the prison in Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe don't have space for their local people. So that's an issue. That's a big issue. And there's another big issue that I don't understand. We are brothers and sisters, Caribbean island, as Anguillians and St.Maarteners. They wants to stop us from buying fish from them. And with one people, with one island. You know? So these is things they're not looking into. And these is things need to be checked into, looked into, and this issue need to be sought out.
Yeah, are you saying, because I'm quite familiar with Saturdays going to Marigot.
Yeah, but they want to stop that system. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And they're not developing fishery. You see what I'm showing you? So that's making the cost of living more expensive, because they want us to go buy frozen fish, you know? So I believe as a party, this is things that we have to solve very fast. And the Caribbean island, we are catering a lot of fishes to when the tourists come. We are going into fish shortage. There's not much fish for us to eat locally. And when we bring in the fish from Venezuela or Santo Domingo, it's between €15 or $18 the fish. So you understand? So I believe we need to multiply fish into the Caribbean water, that we could have more local fish and develop fishery. So there's a lot of violent issue on the table that we're not speaking about, we're not looking into, and we only wasting money into the plane. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but the plane also was supposed to make traveling to Guadeloupe easier for St.Maarten who might be going to school.
I don't buy no bank or a plane, and I as a businesswoman, I don't invest my money into nothing that is bringing a burden. Because yes, they buy the plane, but there's not no local young St.Maarteners working in that plane. It's only Guyanese, Martinique, and Guadeloupean. It's not no local St.Maarten.
Is it still running?
No. So they have to sort out to see how they could get that issue dealt with.
So you're looking. You have never given any idea.
Yes,
or thought. Hold on. Let me finish my question, because you want to jump ahead of me here.
Yes.
You don't never give any consideration to join in any other political party.
No, I can't, because you see what happened. In St.Maarten, I don't believe in corruption. I don't believe in what they say, melee. They say I don't have time for that. What I believe in to see my people eat, and once my people is not eating, I'm not happy, because those that was there and those that is there and planning to be there, everyone going in with their agenda. My agenda is to make sure create work for our people. I want to see work, that we give our young people work, and also we feed our people right, which is in agriculture, fishery, bushery. Um, why I'm saying that is because I noticed there's a lot of disease, sickness, and ailment on the island. And once you not eat well, you can't function. You can't function. The brains has no power to function. And I believe if it's the will of God that He announced to put me there in politics, if I do wrong, I will apologize and step down, because I'm not going there to be a betrayer or to backstab my people. I don't think it's fair. I think if I go in there, is go there, get it done, do the work, and that's it. That's what I believe. I not a person that thinks selfish. I think that this island have a lot of potential, and our young people, when they reach a certain age, they don't want to come back. And I find this is not fair to them also, because we have a lot of wasted talent that is not being developed in culture and education, and also we have a lot of young leaders and they're not getting the opportunity on this island. That's what I'm seeing. It's like when they go away, they make it faster out there than the island of St.Maarten, because there's no opportunity, there's nothing being put in place, and there's no hope for them. That's what I observe.
You must be working hard on being able to feel the amount of candidates. If you don't see yourself working with anybody, because you're gonna have to put an administration together. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's if you're
I
successful.
believe we are competent St. Martiners that has diplomas and also have foresight. We have to see and we have to have vision. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of cleaning up, it's a lot of bright mind on this island could get it done, you know? Because everyone going there, they forget to fix St.Maarten people land. That's a big problem. Everyone go in there, they do their own thing. And they have their
It
own
must be something.
agenda.
Is it something about it that makes it so difficult that nobody can at least address it yet? And you think you have the answer to be able to?
Well, I believe, a lot went in and get their own fix. But they forget to fix St.Maarten people land. I believe that if you put the right, competent minds together, we could do brilliant and bright things. It is not hard, Wendell. They make you believe, because they lies a lot. They make believe, it's like wheeling and deal. I don't have time for that. I believe that you have the right lawyers and get the right laws in place, it could be done. Everything is open negotiation. It's nothing hard, Don't make you believe, It's like they want to fool us. If you sit down with Macron and have an open discussion and you let him know this is what the island need, he will be open up. Yes, because this sends the money. That's what happening all over. Guadeloupe does get the envelope, Martinique, St.Maarten, but we is not on their plate priority, the St.Maarten people. I could tell you how it is. That's what's happening. And they pushing all type of cards and wheeling and dealing. And then when it explode, then shock. But if you're wheeling and dealing, and they does send the money, France does send the money, Holland does send the money, but everybody doing their own thing. What I'm saying is that there's burning issues and file that is priority is to fix St.Maarten people land. Once that ain't fixed, you can't have agriculture develop. You cannot have roads cut. You cannot negotiate to say you can build a hotel or apartment. Because why? You are limited. They put you in a stagnant situation on the island, and they also block the economy, and you remain limited. That is a big issue on the island. It's like we live in here, but in a limitation. No work, everything is just being done. They know you're hungry, so you got to keep coming to them, knocking the door and begging them, and that's how they enjoy seeing our people. Yeah.
If I have to ask you, if there is a political party that exists on the French side that you can see yourself working with, which one would that be? I say that because in the end, if you even run yourself and you qualify to go the second round, it may mean that you still have to associate yourself with somebody. Are you willing to say now who?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you.
None.
I'm not seeing myself running with any one of them. Why? It's because I try a lot, and the whole of the French side know. And why I should go run with people who keep blocking my people and keep blocking me? No. I did put in a file to open up a market, a culture market with an agriculture market. For instance, Mr. Gibbs was working. He had Mrs. Petrus. She blocked me. I have the proof of it, the paper. So why should we working with people that still keep blocking the flow? No. We need a cleanup, and we need serious people that able to get the work done. And I believe we have competent people out there to get it done. I don't see myself work with anybody that is confusion and bringing the island in confusion. I believe we need fresh mind. We need people that is motivated, have love for country, that know the ailments and the crises of St.Maarten. And I believe that it is time that I rise up and speak out and say all what is affecting the island and get things done. There's certain things they listen, but there's certain things they're being very stubborn and disobedient. And I'm not talking to no big people that know what they have to do, because I find that the time that they was there, they was big enough to get it done.
But you often take the time, request time to sit down and talk here. Who do you think you're reaching or you're talking to when you come on national radio like this?
Well, my message just get out, you know.
To who? Who you think
the young
appealing
people
to?
in France just get it, because after it's on the media, so they will know who to vote to for, which party. Also, the senior citizen, and people just get fed up fast of the same old and the games. So we have a situation where a lot of people now get retirement. They don't want to vote or hear nothing about election anymore. But I know that this island has great mind potential, and we have to bring the change. And I believe I will be a candidate that know different ways of getting things done, because I'm an action person. I get things done and see also things done. People always tell me, oh, it's easy to talk and you're not there in the seat. I say, listen, if you ain't doing nothing, nothing will happen. But if you make a move, things will happen.
You see yourself as becoming
Yeah,
the
I see
president
myself running this island of St.Maarten. It is not for no glory.
You
it's
didn't
not
even
for
wait
no
for my question.
show. It is for the benefit of the young people.
Okay.
You know why? I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. And I'm being honest telling you. When I hear them speak, but there's no jobs out there for us. There's no opportunity out there for us. There's no hope for us to stay here. So I believe that once I get in power, I create work. I need to create work not only for the French side, but also for St. Bart's, the Caribbean island, Anguilla, in recycling, and also have a program too for electricity. Yeah, because the bills is what killing us. We just working and just pay bills. That's a song. And it's a program will able to help us to pay less, especially with the electricity bills and the water too. because this is what frustrates us. People say, oh, they don't know what's the cause of accident. Was it? But people is living in a frustration. You got to frustrate yourself to reach there today on that time. And we don't live an organized life. We on an island. We're not in a country. So people have to practice road safety, speed safety. That's my message. And we have to also ask the government to put a service of protection in place with the helmet and bikes. Because I guess a lot of accident, but we not looking into the safety of helmet and bikes. All who's selling these bikes,
But they
need to put they need to put a law, and they need to
There's
check
the
them.
existing law that you have to wear. You
Yeah,
have to
but to me it's like not in action. It's
enforce.
It's not enforcing it.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of them driving bikes, motorbikes, bicycle without helmet and protection. Some does respect, but some does not. Be disciplined. Then there's a situation in Agrément. Agrément has a lot of garbage under the Mount Valois there, and also Agrément, where they have the garbage under the bridge. They need to clean out there, because when the
Water
rain,
comes down,
when the flood comes, it rain, it also flood in people's homes.
Yeah.
So they
Because
need to
it's
get
blocked.
that clean and checked out, because that's danger. And they also have the waterfront where you walk, and there's the board next to the sea.
Broken
Yeah, and
and need to be repaired.
yes.
Well,
and
that's a
check
message for
into-
your collectivity. You have to.
Yeah, I saying it now, but they doesn't pay attention, I
it's-
saying it now because there's a lot of big rats there, garbage, and also people could hurt themselves when it rain. Also on the Marina Wild too, there's boat lift. People slide there and could break their foot and also damage themselves. And we receive tourists. So I keep talking, and I would never stop talking. And I'm not waiting till I'm 80 to talk. I'm talking now because there's the time to speak. And also there's emergency. A lot of people is very frustrated, and I see we have a lot of mental health issue, dementia, and people just going taking out their frustration in a casino, and where there's nothing to be done. So I believe that we need to create centers, activities, training, but not only training, training one time you get paid, because nobody working for nothing.
Okay.
So this need to be in place. And there's another big situation on the fence side. They running the local people off of Oyan Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have a business, because those that come to invade us do not want to see the local there. So that's bringing a riot that they need to look into.
Okay. Now, Diane, I'm out of time, but that was Diane Felix. Of course, you'll hear more from her. You heard what I admire her ambition. Obviously, if you think it, you might just make it happen. But you can't do it alone, though. Yeah,
I know that.
You need to have the kind of support.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice,
Yeah.
And my last word to say to the community, I love my island. I can't live nowhere else but my Caribbean island, St.Maarten.
Okay.
I believe there's work to be done, but you need the right positive mindset people to get it done, and you need people that have goodwill, good intention,
Yeah.
and people that is skillful and competent to move this island.
Well, I wish you success. Hopefully,
Thank you.
with your ambition, you might be able to get places. But sometimes you just have to, in order for you to get things done, you have to work.
I'm working. Trust me, I'm on the
Work with other
ball.
people. Anyway, that's it. I gotta finish here. All right, they're looking at me over there as well for me to wrap things up. I want to thank all of you who have supported this program. Thanks for listening. We'll be back again tomorrow, God's willing, for the final program here on for this week, and until Tuesday again. You take care of yourself. We'll be back tomorrow anyway. See you then. Goodbye.